Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Leiden Origami. In today's video I will show you how to fold this box here with a cross on the lid. This box I folded from a 6 by 6 inches or 15 by 15 centimeter sheet of origami paper, and that gives a box that measures 1 3/4 inch in width and 1 3/8 tall. And that is in centimeters, 4 in width and then 3.5 centimeter tall. The paper in the tutorial is the same size as the one I used for this box. Now let's begin the folding. First we have to pre-crease the sheet into a grid of squares, 16 by 16 squares. And that we do by simply beginning by folding the paper in half both ways. Now we have a grid of 4, and we want to just keep on folding the squares in half. And always rotating the sheet for each crease. That way the paper won't roll up. It will make the creasing the grid much easier. So now we have a grid of 4 by 4. And we keep on creasing the biggest squares in half. And then we have to crease these squares also, so we go further up. Now we have a grid of 8 by 8, and then we have to fold all these squares in half, and then we have our grid of 16 by 16. Now that we have prepared the grid, we want to make the folds for the cross. And first we want to do a 90-degree pleat intersection, and we want to locate a square in the center that is made of 16 squares, smaller squares. So that then it's 4 squares on white on each side, and then you can do this simply by folding the paper like this, and then so we have 4 squares on here, and then flipping it over. Then we want to do the same here. 4. Then we have the square right here. This is one point. Here's another. So here we have the square. we want to do the 90-degree pleat intersection on each of these 4 corners. So what we do is we fold this upwards one square and then outwards like that, and we want to do another fold like that on this line, this crease. So we lift this up 1 square and we fold it outwards like that. And this is the corner that we have prepared for the 90-degree pleat intersection. Now we want to unfold this carefully and to keep the ridges upwards, and then pinch this in like that and pushing lightly on this to make the corner stand out like that. So this edge and this edge are aligned, and likewise on the other side. And now we want to lay it flat and making sure these flaps both turn away from the corner, this corner here, and those as well turning away from this corner here. Then we get this triangle standing upwards, and we want to fold it down out in the direction of this corner here. And we can also try to make sure that this edge here aligns with the crease that's coming right here, like that, and likewise on this side. So now we have done one 90-degree pleat intersection, and we want to repeat that on the other corners. Now we have done all 4 pleat intersections that we need for the cross. Next step is to form the cross, and that we do by pushing up this top layer of the square right here on the intersection, and push it to the so it lays flat on the surface here. And then we want to crease, make a crease that goes from this center point here to this point here. So it goes here from corner to corner of one square of the grid. And so here, so we have made here we have made the crease, and we do that on the other side as well. So this closes up like that, and then when we open it up we get that point here, and we want to repeat that on the other sides. We just fold this back again and then repeat the move. Like so. Now we want to lay it flat again, fold it down, and form the box. So we turn the paper over, and the next steps are simply making the folds that we do for the Masu box, the traditional Masu box. So we fold the corners into the center point, like so. And now we take this edge and we bring it into the center, and we want to make sure that the crease that we do here goes directly into the crosses where on the grid, where on the corners of the squares. And we repeat that on the other side. Like so. Then we open it up and we bring this edge into the center point, or just to the point here, as you see, where the squares meet in a point, the squares of the grid, and make sure that this crease coming down here meets the edge of this line here in the same point. And the same on the other side. Like so. Now we lift these up and I open this up and I take this point and I bring it to this crease here, making a fold like that, and then I close this up again, and I do the same on the other side. And on these points as well, on these flaps. Now we fold the box into its final shape. And so we take these parts here and bring them up like that, and then we fold this down over and like that, and the same on the other side. Like so. And now we only have to shape the cross again on the lid, and we have the lid ready. Now for the box we will need a smaller sheet than we used for the lid, because we pleated the paper in the lid, which results then in a smaller lid. Now I simply measure the diagonal of the lid, and then I multiply it by 2 to get the size of sheet I need for the box. So for this one, the measure, the diagonal is 2 3/8 inches, or 5.5 centimeters. So the sheet I need will be 4 1/4 inch by 4 1/4, or 11 by 11 centimeters. Here we have the size we need for the box, and we begin by folding it in half with the colored side up both ways. And we turn the paper over and fold the corners into the center point. Like so. And then we bring this edge into the center point. And the other side. Now we open it up like that, and we bring this edge and that edge to the center point, making sure that this edge here meets this crease in the point down here. Like so. And now we open up the edges here, bring these points inwards like that, and fold this flap over down to the center point, like so, and the same on the other side. And now we have the box ready, and here's the lid, and let's see if it fits.